What's going on, family? Thank y'all for joining me on another episode of Abandoned Voices. Joining me today, BamzyBaby.
Oh,
what's going on, man?
What's happening, my brother?
What's going on,
What's
man?
happening?
The thinking cap, man.
All day, every day.
Heard that.
Yes.
So your name is pronounced Raymond Manson.
Manson. Yes.
You got a celebrity name, man.
Man, that was
It's a celebrity name, man.
Hey, I don't know now.
Mr. Manson.
Yes, sir.
Your belly's poked out front. What's going on with you, man?
Man, pretty good, man. I want to thank God right now for this opportunity. You know, I see you doing your good work, you know, on the social media platforms, and
I'm trying.
You be with everybody, and it's a pleasure for me even being here, man. You know, so I want to thank you right now for giving me the opportunity. How about that?
Likewise, man. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
So what's going on with you, man? So the whole thinking cap, man. How's it about?
Man, look, basically, right now, first of all, we on the West Bank right now, right? We're on the West Bank. You know, we take you to my hometown, my home location where I came up in the cutoff.
The West Bank supposed to be the best bank, but whatever.
Right.
We'll go with that.
So we're gonna ride around on the cutoff today. You know, show them a little something. But basically, this whole thinking cap concept has come about from actually it's come from God, man. To be honest with you, man, because my thing, I wanted to use it as a reinforcement to remind not just kids but everybody, man, to think smart and be smart, you know, and think before they act. Because, you know, if you look at the news, you see what's going on right now in our community, all over the world, that kids and people just making rational decisions without even thinking.
Not thinking, right?
Right. So my whole thing and my whole mission is to inspire, motivate, and remind everybody just to simply think. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the whole think cap concept comes from, you know?
So think before you act. Think before you act.
Think before you act. Yeah. How many times you say, man, why did I do that?
Right.
Why did I go there? Why did I go? You know what I'm saying? We say it all the time, right? 'Cause nobody's obsolete from it. You know, we all go through it.
Right.
So since we all go through it, you know, why not have a reminder? You know, just, you know, to kind of like subsidize that, you know?
Right. So you had like any life experiences that kind of made you say, you know what, I have to think more.
Boy, let me tell you what happened to me. Boy, I didn't have my thinking cap on, right? And I know a lot of people don't know about this, but I got 2 daughters, right?
All right.
I have 2 daughters, man. They're 3 months apart. And I'm not proud to say this from me. I'm not proud of nothing like that, not bragging. It's the fact that by me not wearing my thinking cap, I have 2 daughters, 3 months apart. So that's 2 different baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I was young. I was back in my rattlesnake days when I was really, really young. Dig?
Rattlesnake days.
Yeah. You know, and I had, you know, so I'm growing up as a youngster with 2 daughters. You know, it's crazy, right? You know, so I created and it's crazy because one of my baby mothers, right, I ain't never ever kissed, ever.
Wow.
Never kissed. You know what I'm saying? Something just happened. Boom, quick, right? And my other baby mama, you know, we was intimate one time. Bam. So I never had no relationship.
Wow.
With these women, you know. I mean, I care for them, I love them right now, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was young, just doing me. But by me not thinking and making good choices, and I went my thinking cap.
Literally not when you thinking cap.
Literally, exactly, man. I got 2 baby mamas, man, and not that, and 2 daughters and 3 grandkids. How about that? I got a whole generation.
Wow.
For this, not wearing my thinking cap. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so imperative that what I do, you know, is very imperative to the community and to the kids, man, especially these young boys, you know, because they have to understand and realize that it takes 1 split second, 1 second, man, to change your whole life. Right. You know? So that's why I'm really, really adamant about, you know, getting everybody, man.
So when you do the thinking cap, you reach more boys or more girls, or it's just...
It varies, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's not even just the kids I reach adults as well. You know?
Some adults need it too.
Yes, everybody. We all do.
We all do.
Yeah.
Well, we all do. Right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. That's a positive thing.
Yeah.
Wrong with that. So how long you been operating?
Actually, I've been operating it's going on 6 years now.
All right.
6 years home. I started off in Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta for some years, you know. And basically what made me really, really get it started because I was working at a job.
Not a Falcons fan, huh?
Oh no.
All right,
Actually, I've been up long enough to be a Falcons fan, but I'm a diehard Saints fan.
All right.
Diehard Saints fan.
We get that understood.
Right.
Going forward, you know.
Yeah. But when I'm in Atlanta, and if Atlanta playing any other team, you know, I'm a bird.
That's cool.
Saying? But as long as they're playing the Saints, nah, I can't get with that.
Yeah, so you started off in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was actually working at a pharmaceutical company, man, for 15 years, right?
All right.
And it's working because I was trying to find out like exactly what was my purpose. You know, what's my purpose in life? What I wanted to do besides just work. Because when I was young, I was taught to go to school, get a job, get a house, get a car, you know, pay bills, and get in debt. You know what I mean? You know, so I really didn't have that person over me, you know, inspiring me, motivating to find out my purpose. You know, so right now I call myself a late bloomer. And what I did was I say, man, I was working at a job, man, and I was burnt out because I was like God, what it is. I know it was more in me, you know. I knew it was something in me, but I didn't know what it was. But I knew it was something other than just working every day as a slave. You did. So I started fasting, man. I gave up everything, man. I gave up chasing women, hanging out in clubs. I gave up earrings. I gave up sex, everything to find out like, Lord, what is it, right? So basically, what happened, man? By me giving all that up, man, He started showing me. You know, He started showing me, man. I got more into the Word. He started showing me. Next thing you know, He said, "Do you?" You know, you can make it right up here. He said, "Do you?" You know, and me is everything about me, right? Everything about me, meaning like everything I love to do. I'm passionate about. You know, I was able to bring it out, and because I recognize that everybody got a purpose, you know, and everybody got a gift, and everybody got a talent, and everybody gives talent, and the purpose is not for themselves; it's for them to help someone else.
All right.
So I didn't know that at the time. I was so gullible about, you know, this working, this blind to everything.
All about you.
This working, making the job. That's it. So I understand that the way you get your blessings is you had to give to get. You know, you got to give to get. And if you don't give, you don't get. And that's why a lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people going through the same old situation over and over because they're not giving. They're tight and they won't keep everything to themselves, and you know, and all about themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. That's not godly. You know. So when I understand that concept, you know, I started I had a teen talk show where I had kids call in a 1-800 number. They used to call in and talk about whatever was in them. They want to, you know, I gave them a platform to vent, express themselves.
All right. That was in Atlanta?
Yeah, actually it was a 1-800 number. So I had teenagers calling in from, of course, New Orleans, Atlanta, Carolina, Mississippi. You know, they was calling every Thursday, and the name of it was Real Team Talk. You know, and Pastor Jewel, man, he's the one actually initiated it. You know, so he wanted me to be the host of it, and I was honored enough to do that. So what I did was I went wholeheartedly to do it. You know what I'm saying? I was faithfully doing it, giving my time up, giving my energy up. You know, inspiring these kids. In fact, I was saving kids' lives. You know, on this conference call. You know, because I start off with a prayer as I always do, and also you know, I asked them, do they know Christ? You know, and a lot of them, you know, they didn't know. So I asked, you know, they confessed anyway. But long story short, that it was very effective. And then realizing that at the age of 11, 12, and 13 years old, they were set in their ways, from their hygiene, their respect level, their diet, their study habits. Everything was set at a young age. You feel me? You know, and I'm like, damn, how y'all set already at a young age, you know? So I always knew that the first 5-6 years of the critical time, you can teach a child anything. So I said, okay, cool. So I wanted to teach the kids at a young age the importance of making good choices and following your dream and chasing your dreams, and not even chasing your dreams, just accomplishing your dreams, you know. And so what I did was, so I developed this character called BamzyBaby.
BamzyBaby.
Yes, BamzyBaby, you know. And BamzyBaby is the African American kid right here on, like, he's doing the shirt right here. BamzyBaby. And his whole concept, this whole movement was all about him relating to the kids.
Right.
About making good choices, you know what I'm saying? Because BamzyBaby, he's a leader, he's a scholar, You know what I'm saying? He's a motivator. You know, he's everything that's positive, that represents positive. That's what he is. You know, and that's something that kids need. That's something they need. They need something that is relatable.
Relatable to them.
Right, and that they can actually, you know, they can say, wow, this character is actually just like me. You know, he look like me. He act like me.
Talk like me.
Talk like me.
Dance like me.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen BamzyBaby get down.
Yeah, he get down now. But one thing for sure though, BamzyBaby always wears thinking cap. So he make good choices, you know. And so if a child want to be like BamzyBaby, if he want to be like BamzyBaby, he can always they got to wear their thinking caps and make good choices.
Right. So
you know?
the whole logic is to get them to always think.
Right, because
BamzyBaby is always thinking.
Right, he's that role model. You know what I'm saying? He's that role model. You know. And I'll tell you one thing else that kind of like, you know, hit to my heart, you know what I'm saying, when I realized that based on our 3rd grade test score, you know, based on our 3rd grade test score, that's how they figure out how many prisons to build. Right.
Based on a 3rd grade test score?
Right. That's how they determine how many prisons to build, right?
Wow.
Without that, exactly, I say the same exact thing. Like, wow, for real? You know? So because a lot of our, you know, kids not reading, not comprehending, you know what I'm saying, they just pray, you know, they pretty much just going to school, it's a routine, you know. So that it made me get really passionate about what I do, you know, with these kids, you know, because everybody have, you know, they got so many organizations out here right now, right? And I thank God for that, right? You got so many organizations, I can name a bunch of them, right? And they're doing an awesome job, you know, awesome job. But that's what it is. It takes a village, you know. Right. And then BamzyBaby production is my village. You know, just like your brand is your village, you know, and it's all about us working together collectively to help the next generation. Because once again, it's not about us; it's about the next generation, you know. So, so I take my hats off to all the organizations out there that are doing good work, you know, and reaching these kids, you know.
So you linked up with like any other organization?
Man, yes, a bunch of them, man. You know, in fact, I have a nonprofit as well called I'm Thinking Awareness.
I'm Thinking Awareness.
Yeah, I'm Thinking Awareness. Yeah. I have I can't name so many. There's so many people, man. I linked up with, you know, but one person for sure came straight to my mind off the top. And my boy named Jerry. You know Jerry Green.
Oh, Jerry Green.
Yes,
yeah,
that's my boy. That's my boy.
Man. The dreamer.
That dreamer. Yes, yes. I'm gonna take my hat off to him too as well because he's his brother. That's actually, you know, it's in his heart.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's in his heart.
100%.
It's in his heart. What would he do? You know what I'm saying? So I take my hats off to him. You know.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah. So I work with a lot of the different organizations. Because that's what we're about. We're about collaborating. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about.
Like I said,
you know,
building a team, building a village.
Right. Yeah.
My man can't do it.
Exactly.
It's a million kids. You know, a million organizations.
Yeah. You can't be greedy and say I'm gonna do all this by myself. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it's all about.
So when it come on to like BamzyBaby, it's just you? You got a team?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. In fact, I've created other characters as well. But my team, I have a whole core team, and my team is from Atlanta and from New Orleans, you know. And I also have a team in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Yes, yes, because I have the 5 characters I created as well to go along with BamzyBaby. You know, just to show you all a little bit. I have Layla, she's Latina, you know, and her thing is she teaches kids and remind kids about healthy eating. I'm sorry, Layla teaches kids about etiquette, self-respect, being kind, being polite, you know, knowing your self-worth. And also we have the dog Gino, and Gino teaches kids and remind kids about pet safety, pet responsibility, anti-animal cruelty. Okay, we have DJ Caucasian. He teaches kids and remind kids about safety, following directions, and anti-bullying. You know what I'm saying? Then we have my boy Big Biscuit up here.
Big Biscuit.
Yes, Big Biscuit teaches kids and remind kids about healthy eating, exercise, and fighting obesity. So all these characters, and of course BamzyBaby, he's the main character, deals with empowerment, leadership, and he's a scholar to inspire kids that whatever you believe you can achieve it.
You all different races.
Don't get everything capital. Yes, yeah. So that's what it's all about, all of them working together collectively, different races of people, you know what I'm saying? That means we're not leaving nobody out, because we want to say everybody, man. Everybody, as much as many people that get in our presence, you know what I'm saying? We want to be able to give them some positive information. We want to inspire them. We want to motivate them. We want to remind them, you know what I'm saying, to think before they act. You know what I'm saying? I got you a thinking cap on, you know what I'm saying? I got a thinking cap for you. I got some other stuff I want to give you as well, you know. So because because I feel like that's something I've been doing, man, since I started it. Like everybody that know me, when you my presence, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna think, because that's what I represent. I represent thinking, man, you know, making good choices. And I thank my dad for that as well, because as a young boy, he always instilled in me to think. You know, he always said, "Bam, think, son, think, think." You know what I'm saying? You know, so
you're right there. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
And by him putting that in me, man, I promise you, man. Thank God.
You understand it.
Right. Look, I ain't been in jail. Thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an African American dude that never been in jail before. I never smoked weed before. You know what I'm saying? Did no drugs before, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, but I did. Well, 2 times I did with my thinking cap. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had these 2 kids. You know, but yeah. After that, man, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I've always been, you know, been a conscious thinker and a guy that always wanted to, you know, make a difference. But, you know, with my friends and whoever that was around me. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody that know me could vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, the few times I met you, you were so energetic and, and bouncing around, man. For a young man.
Yes, they know that. You know, when people know that, they know one thing about me. Whenever we put on a show, man, man, I don't know if you know, I think you've ever seen a show with BamzyBaby.
I never saw nothing live yet. Yeah,
I guarantee you that when we put on a show, man, you gonna dance. You're gonna tap your feet, buddy. You're gonna pluck them fingers. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do a hop. You're gonna do something. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, man, because we got some positive music and what BamzyBaby is about, we call it edutainment. You know?
Edutainment?
Edutainment. So, I mean, we educate them and entertain them.
At the same time. Right.
Right, you know.
I like that name. So, it's edutainment.
Edutainment, yes. Edutainment, you know. Yeah, because people really don't know, like BamzyBaby is a global educational and entertainment company. We combine character building, learning, and entertainment together to produce that new generation. And we're using that signature think cap concept, man. We always, you know, we successfully always develop young leaders with transform thinking with impact lives. You know what I'm saying? But when you come to our event,
so what type of events you be having?
Man, the next event I'm glad we're having this interview too, man. December 7th, we're gonna be at the Lion Center.
December 7th,
December 7th, yeah.
Right.
December. I'm gonna give you a fly. Yes. In fact, I know I got a fly in here. Yep, boom, I got a fly right here. December 7th. The Lion Center. And that's 12 to 3.
That's kids of all ages, right?
That's everybody, man. It's gonna be a whole family affair, you know. We're gonna have all kind of entertaining. We're gonna have a lot of special guests. I can't mess that up.
Can't mess it up.
I can't mess that up. So we're gonna have a lot of special guests. We're gonna have a lot of we're gonna teach kids how to use a vision board, you know.
Okay.
So each child they're gonna get taught how to use a vision board, and they're gonna lead with their own vision board, right? Because I'm so passionate about that. You know, I'm so passionate about teaching kids about finding your purpose.
Right, you got to see it over and over again.
Yeah. You know,
like talking to yourself, reminding yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And I was, like I said before, I'm a late bloomer. I didn't know my purpose, you know. And a lot of grown folks don't know their purpose right now. You know,
it's better late than never.
Right, exactly. Man, a lot of people right now, what they're doing is they're working 3, 4, 5 jobs to make it. You know, and they're still struggling, still broke.
Right.
You know, it don't make no sense. You working 4, 5 jobs, and, you know, and you're still struggling. You know, so but what they're doing is they're chasing money. You feel me? They're chasing money instead of chasing God's work. When you chase the work that God had for you to do, when you chase that, everything makes sense. Man, look, my whole life makes sense right now. My whole life makes sense. Back in the days, man, I used to throw parties, I used to have fun, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and, you know, waste a whole lot of time. But I'm not going to say waste time because it developed me to who I am now.
Yeah, right,
feel me?
Right.
So now I'm able to,
kind of build character.
Right. So now I'm able to, you know, to show other kids and tell other kids and, you know, like, hey, this is what I've been through, and, you know, because we all have a testimony.
Exactly.
Each and every one of us have a testimony, you know what I'm saying? And so whatever I've been through, man, I know it wasn't for me. It was for me to help these other kids and remind this next generation, you know, not to make the same mistake, you know, or do something different or whatever, you know. And so on December 7th, man, we're going to have 7 kids that we're going to actually showcase, right? Different talents, because we want to show kids that there's more than football, basketball, or rapping, you know.
Especially rapping.
Right. You can do so much other things. No.
That's the default for every kid.
Right, that's what they want to be. They want to be YouTube.
Most black kids just they want to be a rapper.
They want to be a rapper. They want to be
rapper,
football player, basketball player. That's it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
If you're good, but
right.
Like you say, everybody don't make it.
Right.
So
When they don't make it, to get depressed, they turn to other things that's not positive. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I want to show them that look, there's other things you can do, and this is how it looks. You know, you could actually there's also like drawing. You could be an artist. You could be an artist. You could be actually we're gonna have kids that know how to sew. You know, little entrepreneurs out there. We're gonna show you know, we're gonna have all these different types of talent that we want the audience to see. Like, hey,
right.
You know, you can do this. You know, and everybody's purpose and talent is to give back. So no matter what it is, and once you understand that, like I did, you know, you could go forward in life. You know, it's not about you.
So you say you started 6 years ago, huh?
Yeah, in fact, the 6 years, like today is, well, almost 6 years. Next week, 6 years, totally, yeah.
So what type of group think you've seen since you started to now?
Well,
like for us people you reach and stuff
right,
like that.
Man, every
I saw you working with took a picture with Camille.
Right. Every day I'm working.
Right.
Every day, whoever, I mean, people know me right now. That whenever you see me out, I'm out working, I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna know about BamzyBaby. So, but this year, financially, it's my best year.
Mm-hmm. Somebody know about BamzyBaby.
Hey, everybody. Hey.
It's like your brand. I love it because it's unforgettable, and that's how I try to build myself. You know, my brand, my logo is something unforgettable. And when you see it, it's unforgettable. I think the thinking cap. You know, the guy with the thinking cap and the bright colors. Right. And like you say, it make you think. Yeah. Because when you see it, it's said thinking cap.
Right. You know? Thinking cap. Right. BamzyBaby. You know, and you know, like I said, each character represents their brand, whatever. But at the same time, the whole thing is, you know, reminded. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole key thing. Out of all the things that we do, my whole key thing is reminding people to think. Because that's part of the whole solution. You know, that's part of the whole solution with our community. You know, we act on impulse. We just act out, and next thing you know, like, damn, why did I do that? You know, then we thinking,
but we thinking inside a jail cell.
yeah, later, Why did, you know? So we all, you know, we human though, you know. So, but my thing is to avoid that. I want to, you know, remind everybody, man, to think, man, and that's like I said, and so by me having this whole BamzyBaby production thing cap, you know, movement, you know, and a lot of people get it confused because they think, oh, this is just for kids, man. Oh, that's kiddie. You know? Right. But see, the mascots that we use is attention grabber. It grab your attention. You're like, what the hell? What's that?
It grabbed my attention.
Yeah, you know, what's that? You know, so it's attention grabber. And kids, you know how kids are. You know, when they see that, and then you know, it kind of like subliminally pull them in, and next thing you know, they want to be just like that character. You know. But the characters, you know, making good choices. You know, the next thing you know, man, I had so many testimonies, man. So many testimonies where parents and kids come to me and they see me out somewhere. Oh, you know, man, I see BamzyBaby. I got my thinking cap on and I made good choices today, and you know, and man, I get to go on and on and on and tell you the all kind of positive testimonies that we have had about, you know, kids experiencing the whole BamzyBaby production. You know. Experience, you know, it's been a blessing, man. I must tell you that. It's been a blessing. Yeah.
I mean, when you're trying to save kids and help kids, you can't. That's like a field you can't go wrong in.
But one thing we don't do, we don't try. I heard you say try. We don't try, though. We do.
There we go. We don't try.
Yeah, we're trying. That's optional.
Right.
Nah, we don't try. We do.
Right. Yeah. You know, choose your words wisely.
Words are so powerful, man. Words are so powerful, man. And like
we don't try to save the kids.
We do. And also we have music as well. I don't know if you knew that, but we have music as well, you know, and all the music is positive music, and we do skits and plays as well, you know, and also, because some people be asking me, like, I didn't know you do this, I didn't know you do that. Yeah, I'm an author, you know, I'm an author. I have books I created. I have BamzyBaby First Day of School book. I have
BamzyBaby First Day of School book.
Phonics Activity Workbook. And I also have the color activity workbook, you know. So I had these books, and like people like, oh, I didn't know you was an author. I'm like, okay, where you been at? You know, where you been at? So we have a lot of reinforcement tools, man.
You have it all planned out, huh? So anything you need, you got it, huh?
Well, this reminder, you know, we have a program that we call I Am R.
Say it again.
I Am R.
I Am R.
we inspire, maintain, and remind. Inspire, maintain, and remind. Like, for instance, whatever topic you're dealing with kids, you know what I'm saying? We inspiring them about making good choices about it, right? And we know the attention span is short. Okay, I know the attention span is really short, so therefore we use the music, the M, for the music, to maintain that message. Okay, and then the R is the reminder. So we had so we do reinforcement tools. So we have the Think Smart, Be Smart armbands. We have the thinking cap hats. We have the books. We have the music. We have a lot of reinforcement tools. We have the shirts for each character. We have the socks. We also have one of my favorites is the BamzyBaby Drink and Think alkaline water.
Got your own water?
Yes, man. Yes, I'm passionate about everything. Everything I do, man, with this BamzyBaby, I'm passionate about it. You know, it's come from the heart. You know, and people that know me personally, they know that everything, whatever I do, is from the heart, and that's something that God had placed in me before BamzyBaby.
All right.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. God said, use whatever that's in you, you know, and give it to the kids. So that's what I'm doing. Like my music, I love rapping, singing. I love being creative. I love writing. You know, I got certificates, awards. Me writing. You know, when I was younger in school, won essay contest. You know, I won twice. You know, but I still ain't know my purpose though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I ran track my whole entire life.
So you can get track stuff.
Man, my whole life.
And still, you BamzyBaby.
Yeah. But
you never know, huh?
But take it by saying that though. By saying that is this love. And this for parents. Parents, please, y'all do this for me. Y'all do this not just for me. Do this for your kids, right? Support your kids. Support them. Like whatever they love to do, whatever they want to do, support them. You know. And by me saying that is because I ran track my whole entire life. My parents, they knew I was fast. You know, everybody in the neighborhood, you know, I was fast. Everybody knew. When people know me, they think about me, thinking about I'm fast. Used to run, right? My parents never seen me run track. They never came to see me run track. My dad working a lot. My mom was home. She's not a people person like that. You know what I'm saying? So she's more home. She more chill at the house and chill. But she used to love me bringing certificates home and trophies home. You know. And she got enjoyment out of that. Like, oh, my baby got a trophy, he got, you know, certificates like that. So that was cool, you know. But if my mom and my dad was actually came to attract me, to support me, you never know, man. I could have been, you know, the next, you know,
right,
you know, track star, like really, like, you know what I'm saying?
You would have saw it differently.
Yeah. I mean, I went to college. It got me to college, a scholarship. You know, at Suno, but at the same time, that's why it's so important, man, that the parents understand and pay attention to their kids, and cater to their talents and their skills they got. You know,
because by a parent being there, showing up, you see it differently.
Man, that mean a whole lot.
The smile on the face,
man,
you know.
Man.
Even if you lose, you need somebody to comfort you.
Somebody that's,
Nothing like mama saying it's gonna be okay. The coach saying it's gonna be okay. It's kind of different, you know.
Man, I remember. Out of my whole family, like my family, I'm talking about like my immediate family, right? I got 5 sisters. I got 3 brothers, right? None of them came to see me run. My sister's boyfriend in Baton Rouge at the time, I was young, you know. I was a teenager. I was like, I forgot exactly how old I was. He came to see me run, right? And that meant the world to me, man.
Wow. And
I still remember that today. He was the only person in my whole entire family came to see me run track. You know, I came in first place. Smoked the dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that gave me so much joy, man. You know, so that's why I'm so passionate about, you know, reminding the parents to do the same thing. You know, like, go ahead, man, go support your family, support your child, man, no matter what it is.
Man,
you know,
that brings tears to me. Just think about it, like, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Like I say, thinking cap, even the parents need it.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, thinking cap is not. It's not narrow. It's not narrow. It's broad, man. It touches everything. Right. You know, everything and anything. You know.
We as kids sometimes we as adults make sometimes worse decisions than the kids would make.
Man, what you talking about? Yeah. But
So where you see yourself, man, in the next 5 years?
Man, television. That's something we're working on right now, man.
Television.
I don't want to talk too much about it, but you know, but I have
This is only part 1.
Yes. I I had nothing but good faith, good faith about what we do with BamzyBaby, and I want to thank my team. My team is I can't do this by myself, you know what I'm saying? So my team, man, by me having a good team, we able to do a whole lot, man, a whole lot. Because it's so much, it's so much we can do with this BamzyBaby production thing. I'm thinking there's so much we can do, but one thing for sure that we doing. You know what I'm saying? We doing. So we making it happen, bro. Like this TV show we working on right now is like I said, I won't say too much about it, but
we know it's coming.
It's coming.
We know it's coming. Big and better things coming.
It's coming. It's coming. Yes. So in 5 years, man, I'm looking at changing some more lives.
I can see you on television. Yeah, just the small incomes on the head with you, and I see how your characters act and that type of stuff. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see you on TV, and I can see you because the cartoon era is kind of different anyway. Like not cartoon era, before like there are superheroes and like something positive like that. All we got was Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? Like the same type of it's like
Mr. Rogers, what I'm saying?
It's not bad, but the time's kind of changed almost.
Yeah, exactly. So, like people talk about me the urban Mr. Rogers, the urban Mr. Rogers, you know what I'm saying? Because we putting out some work, man. We putting out some good work, man, in the community with the kids and with the music. The music alone is fire, man. I'm gonna let you listen to one of the songs we have right now, and this is a song that it's about name of it called Me, Myself, and I. When I say Me, Myself, and I, it's meaning like you don't need nobody to validate you, you don't need nobody to validate you. Whatever you believe in your heart and your spirit that you want to do, go ahead and do it. A lot of people need somebody to say amen, whatever you feel in your heart that God put in you, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, I'm a grown man, right? Writing children books, and this has been like 6 years, so but like I've motivated, inspired a whole lot of people to do this, right? Because people call me, man, years ago, like, hey, how you do this? What you do? You know what I'm saying? And I give them information about it, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's all about sharing your experiences and sharing your knowledge about what you do, so you can help someone else. So, but this whole Me, Myself, and I is all about you don't need nobody to validate for you, and it's like my little testimony. Check it out. I don't know if y'all can hear, but check it out. I'm gonna play this piece of it.
In case y'all don't know, this is BamzyBaby.
Everything ain't what it seems. Make it harder to believe. Was guaranteed it's the joy it brings. When my passion is off the ground.
Yeah.
All I wanted was the world to see. Yeah. Close friends that was too blind to see that. All I needed was security. But now that my destiny has arrived, I don't need you to let me know. Whatever I want, I give love. Waiting on someone else to decide whether it's worth it or if it's not. I'ma chase hard after my dreams. Make it to the top and you will see that it was worth my sacrifice. Knowing it was me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
Dream kills come a dime a dozen. Could be your best friend or your cousin. Could be your father or your mother. But you gotta stay strong and strive. Cause everything ain't what it seems, yeah. Make it harder to believe. But what's meant to be is destined to be. You gotta believe you will survive. I don't need you to let me know.
Yeah, that's Me, Myself, and I. Make it up right now. Yeah, that's Me, Myself, and I right there. But you don't need nobody to validate you. Believe in your dream and you just achieve. You just go for it. So that's one of my.
So you write music too?
Yeah,
man, you right on, man.
No, I mean, like I said,
Jack of all trades, man.
Man, I promise you, when I was growing up, I didn't know. I had no obvious gifts and talent, as I thought, because people like football, rapping, or singing. I never had no, what I'm saying? I had no bare white voice, or
right.
I had, no. I used to love. I played the drums when I was younger, was good at it, Like I said, but I didn't have nobody to actually, you know, like push me to do certain things. Right? So I didn't really know my purpose. I didn't know my talents, you know, and I wasn't the most confident person when I was younger, you know, like whatever. I wasn't, you know, and I just want to show kids that, hey, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? If I can find my purpose and work my purpose, you can do the same thing too as well. You know, and that is not kids, it's just everybody.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't know your purpose right now, that's cool. You know, it's not a bad thing. But guess what?
So
look towards it.
It's a certain way you kind of winging adults on the whole thinking cap.
Is there a certain way I'm doing it?
Like to get the adults' attention.
Man,
because it sounds like I hear the kids part, but it sounds like adults need it more than the kids.
Man, I promise you.
Because if the adults get right, the kids life easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but it's one of those things. People always used to tell me all the time when I first started this BamzyBaby thing. They were like, I have to have an audience with my target audience, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right, and that's been one of the hardest things for me. That like say, okay, what's my target audience? You know, because you know, and the think cap touches everybody, reaches everybody, because everybody need to think before they act. Everybody, right?
Exactly.
So what I did was I said, okay, my educational components, the books, that's for like pre-K to like 2nd grade, okay? But the whole think cap concept is for everybody. You know, it's for everybody. So I've been to pre-K, I've been to elementary schools, middle schools, junior high schools. I've been to the colleges, universities as well, and I even went to the prison system with it. You know, so, and not even that. I went to the senior citizen center with it. You know, so it shows me like, you know, the sky's the limit. I could, you know, everywhere. You know, everybody needs to think. You know, and like I say, I mean, it's something that I'm teaching nobody. I'm just reminding people to think. You know, I'm just reminding everybody to be the best person that it can be. You know, and we all worth something. You know, a lot of people, they don't know their worth, but you're all worth something. You got to find out how much that is to you. You know, because I mean, I met a lot of people along the way that, you know, they figured their whole life was just about just working a 9-to-5 job and, you know, working, living check to check. You know, and which is cool. I mean, if that's what you want to do, because being an entrepreneur is not easy. You know what I'm saying? That's not an easy task. You know, but my thing is, we all is an entrepreneur by spirit. You're all an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have a job, you still managing your own, you know, your life. Because you still got to pay bills. You still got, you know, do certain things. You know, pay house notes or car note, or you know what I'm saying? You still, you know, you're still managing, you know, your life. So we're all an entrepreneur in spirit, anyway. You know,
it's crazy because one of my online mentors, I listen to, I can't remember who it is, so many different people. And one question somebody asked him, he said, "What's wrong with men today?" He said, "Simple. Men do not think." Like just that simple.
Yeah.
And when you think about what you're talking about, thinking, Carol, like men do not think, and men mean men and women.
Right.
Exactly. Not just men. Just people do not think.
Yeah. Think about it. We think wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, we had to realize that our brain, right? A human brain is just like a reptile, which is a snake, right? A human brain and a snake brain is identical. Okay. The difference between the two is this: the snake had one part of the brain, which is the reptilian part of the brain, which they just react. A snake, they blind. They go by senses. You know what I'm saying? They just act. They just react. You know, and that's the reptilian part of the brain that we have as well. But we have emotional and we have thinking. Okay, so a lot of times people, they act on the reptilian part of the brain. They just act. You know, but some people actually they're rational. They you know, they like look at stuff like they think about it. You know, but a lot of people just act. That's why you ask a child or anybody that, you know, did something bad, like, why you do that? Oh, I don't know. You know, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, because they didn't even think about it. They just did it.
You wasn't thinking.
Right, exactly. So you know what I'm saying. So we have that thinking cells that's in us that they're killing it. Meaning, when I say they're killing it, the food, like the MSG. If you check it out, MSG kills all your thinking cells. It kills your thinking cells. So a lot of food in the Chinese restaurants, a lot of the fast food restaurants that we eat, you know what I'm saying? What it does is killing our thinking cells. And not even the food, the cell phones, the signals, you know what I'm saying? You know, just about anybody you know, they have a problem with thinking, like remembering things. Oh man, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? You can say you're gonna do something in the next 10 seconds, you forgot. Like, oh damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
I've been hearing the cell phone
right.
messing with our brain.
Yeah. And then the signals. I mean, it's just so much that we have to, you know, we have to understand and realize what's happening in our society, man. But we had to think about it. We had to really think. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people not thinking. They just reacting to things and dealing with things and accepting things as they are. You know, but my thing with me is the way I am as an individual. I want to, you know, inspire other people to think. Like, think, man. Like, think about this. Think why this happening. You know, why you think this is happening? You know, if like I ask the kids this all the time. If you knew an outcome of a situation would be bad, all right? If you knew an outcome of a situation would be bad, would you still have done it?
Exactly.
And then tell me, no, I wouldn't have did it. Okay, exactly.
Right. So if you thought about it,
think, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You just took that time to think, kept on just think, you would have knew in advance that would have been a bad
man. I got
way to go.
I got 2 baby mamas, 2 daughters, 3 grandkids without thinking, without wearing my thinking cap. You know, hey, trust me, I love my daughters to death. I love my 2 daughters. I love my grandkids to death. You know what I'm saying? But
and it is still reality. Like, it's just nothing bad. It just you don't want your you got any any boys? Grandkids?
I got 2 grandsons.
All right, then so you don't want your grandsons to make the same mistake.
Right. And that's,
so you have to speak about it and bring it up to be like, you know what?
This is what happened.
This is what happened when I wasn't thinking.
Right, and that's not just my grandkids. Every child, every young man out here, I want to let them know, like, hey, man, think, man, because you know a lot of us, you know, in jail right now, not thinking. A lot of us dead, not thinking. Exactly. A lot of us, you know, in hospital, not thinking. A lot of us taking pills day after day after day because we're not thinking. You know what I'm saying? So it's very imperative that we actually, you know, get in a concept, get in the habit of looking at the pros and the cons about whatever we make a decision about. Look at the pros and cons about it before you actually act on it. You know, that's why I'm so passionate about it, man. What I do, man, because I'm doing God's work, man. Every single day, every time I wake up, I thank God about what I'm doing. You know, that He gave me this, you know, like this vessel that He put right here. I'm doing this work now. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad He selected me to do this. You know, and I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna disappoint Him at all. You know what I'm saying?
I know you say you don't have a age group you're trying to reach, but is it like a certain type of age that you notice that grab the attention more than others?
Man, it's so hard. It's like wherever, like, because sometimes like
I'm a grown ass man. You grab my attention.
Right. Like, I mean, it's like no matter, it's like where we at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like if we at a daycare, you know, they loving it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at elementary school, they're loving it. High school, they're loving it. You know what I'm saying? Even though like it's funny at the high school, could they be sitting back like, what's this about? What's about? But at the end of the show, they loving it.
Right.
They want to take pictures with the characters. They want to tell me, you know, like I inspired them and I motivated them. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, you know, because as long as if I could just save a couple of them and not just save them, just inspire them to think about getting saved or to doing the right thing, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Right. If I could just motivate them and remind them, if I could remind them just to think about doing the right thing, I'm good. You know?
And don't tell them what they had in their mind that day, at that moment, until they ran across you and it's like, you know what?
I promise you, like even like something like I'll have some I'm thinking T-shirts, right? And this I use this example all the time. Like for instance, like we have the think cap. If you about to go to the store, right? If you about to go to a store to rob something, right? To rob the store or whatever. All right, you about to you walking in, right? And you know by that time you know you just zone it out. You know what I'm saying? You on a mission, and here I am walking towards you. I got my thinking cap on, right? I got my I'm thinking T-shirt on. I'm walking towards you, like, you know, just walking past you. Subliminally, you can look at the hat.
Right.
You're gonna look at this big old thinking cap. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna read it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say thinking cap, right? You might see the T-shirt say I'm thinking.
Thinking cap, right?
And I promise you, man, it's a proof of the fact, dog. When you see that, it reminds you. Yeah, it reminds you, like, damn, what the hell I'm thinking about? What I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Like thinking, because it reminds you to think. it reminds you to think. You know what I'm saying? So, cause like I said, we emotional creatures. So sometimes we be zoned it, so zone it out. We don't think about what's going on. We just be acting, you know. But we just had a reminder. This a reminder, man, to just remind us to say, hey, whoa, stop the tape. You know what I'm saying? Think about it for a minute, you know. And that's what it's all about. This whole brand is about. Just reminding kids and everybody to think. But yes, we have reached, man, so many different types of people. You know what I'm saying? You know, in Puerto Rico, we did the pro wrestling world, we did the soccer world. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of different team, you know, organizations. I'm talking about organizations that we have, you know, collaborated with, and we've been effective. You know, every event we've been effective, and I thank God for that, man.
So how you get working in Puerto Rico?
Well, actually, well, people always be reaching out, man. Africa, all the different people working out there, they want to thank and care. They want BamzyBaby come out there, you know. You know. So one time, people saying somebody want, you know, BamzyBaby come to Puerto Rico, but I was like, oh, you know, I mean, I never was like, okay, what up? But one day, my wife, she was working out there for FEMA, right? And so I went out there with her, and so I connected with the people who was asking me about BamzyBaby. And from there we just hooked up. We did some things. They loved it. They loved the whole Layla. You know, they adopted the Layla, you know, character because she's, you know, she's Puerto Rican, yeah. So we've been rocking it like from there, you know.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just the fact that, man, we just it's just the fact that it's just the fact that we actually we just ain't stopping, man. You know, this ain't, you know, we just not stopping. We all about, you know, making a difference in everybody's life. Everybody. You know, like I said, that's been one of my downfall. And I ain't gonna say a downfall because I always think positive, but I've always been a challenge. You know, when people look at it like, oh, this is for the kids, until they actually sit down and understand, like, wow, okay, I see what this is about. I see what it's about. You know, it's not just for kids.
Not just for kids,
right? You know.
Kind of like that's the trick, but the kids get you there. Right. But the kid the parent got to come with the kid.
Course, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Kid can't come by himself. So once the parent there, the parents in there thinking.
Man, I promise you, look, this is our 5th year doing this showcase, right? This 5th year. Man, every year we have done it, man. The parents think they just bringing other kids. This bringing the kids, right? Next thing you know, they like, oh my God, I needed to hear that. You know, you hit home. I needed to hear that. I'm about to start me a business tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know,
and that's the good part about it, man. You never know. You never know who you can reach.
Man, I tell people all the time, man, don't wait for Tima. You know what I'm saying? Tima don't give a damn about you. You know who Tima is, right?
I'm about to ask you, who's Tima?
Time. Time don't care about you, man. Tima, I call her Tima. She don't care about you.
Time,
you know?
Time don't wait for no man, right?
Nah, time don't wait. Since time ain't waiting for you, why wait for time? Whatever you desire in your heart and your spirit, to do, man, go get it. You know. Whatever, go get it, man. Because things happening so quick, so fast right now, you know. And I don't want to be the old person saying, man, I should have did it when I was younger. I should have made a move when I was younger, you know.
Right.
When I was that's done, you know. So I'm all about, you know, making it happen. Go get it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and something else I want to share too as well while we're talking, man, is about when God gave me this whole vision with BamzyBaby, right? I was thinking about how can I make over $100,000, and I was like, wow, you know, how can I make over $100,000? Because knowing my job where I was working at, I would never have made over $100,000, right? So I said, all right, God, all right, what's up? So he said, Bamzy, take this book. This was my first book here, right? First book, he said, all right, you take this book here. In my job, right? Check it out. My job, I could work overtime after overtime, whatever. I would never made over $100,000, right? At my job, because I was capped out, you know, and so I would never made it.
Right.
So with this book, this one little book right here, God say, bam, do this. You take this one book, and how much? You say how much you want to make? Over $100,000. You say do this here. All right, if you go to 100,000 daycares, because clearly there's over 100,000 daycares, right? Around, clearly over 100,000 daycares. If I go to 100,000 daycares and sell this one book for $1, clearly I'm gonna sell a book. You know You know what I'm saying? For $1.
$1.
Right?
Right.
So if I go to 100,000 daycares, bam, I got $100,000. Then you say, you know what, bam, hold up, put your thing cap on again, a little tighter. Instead of selling this for $1, sell it for $2. So now guess what? I don't have to go to 100,000 daycares. I could go to 50,000 daycares. Okay?
Right.
To get the $100,000, right?
Man, hold on, you got me thinking now.
So God said, you know what? Put that little thinking cap on a little tighter.
Put my thinking cap on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You got me thinking, man. Hold up,
He
man.
said, put that thinking cap on a little tighter,
There
right?
we go.
He said, put it on a little tighter.
Got me thinking.
He said, instead of going to 50,000 daycares, go to 33,000 daycares. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to go to, you know, I mean, he said sell it for $3. I could go to sell it for 33, you know, go to 33,000 daycares, whatever. But my whole thing is the fact that clearly I'm not selling this for $1, $2, $3. You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole breakdown he showed me.
Right, how easy it is.
Right, and he made it tangible. You know what I'm saying? And visual. Like, oh, I can see this. Now, so now I can see me making this $100,000. I know how to make this $100,000 now. You know what I'm saying? Before, a lot of people, where they go wrong at, they want to make all this money, but they really don't have a clue how they're going to make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But with God, he showed me, like, okay, this is how you can make it. The only way I'm not going to make $100,000 is me.
Right. If you don't put your
my time, my energy in. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. The only thing I got to do is get my bus, fill my bus up with all these books here. There's one book here. You know what I'm saying? And go get $100,000. That's it.
That's it.
You know? So not only I'm walking into daycares, elementary schools, middle schools, churches. You know what I'm saying? Homeschool. You know? I mean, the community. So I don't have to do that work. No, I don't have to do all that to get the $100,000. So the only thing I got to do is put my time and my energy in to go get that.
So they all came back around to you.
I promise you though, it's like so when he told me now, like, that's my signature now. Oh, that made a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, dog, I've just been on Ready, Set, Go, man, getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a goal, I have a dream. You know what I'm saying? I have a mission from God. You know, and these kids that's acting and seeing this African American character, you know, they're not seeing a SpongeBob. You know, they're not seeing a Barney, a dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? They seen somebody look just like them.
Not an Elmo.
You know what I'm saying? Not an Elmo. They look.
That's nothing wrong with them.
Right? Ain't nothing wrong with them.
Say, you know, our kids don't look like Elmo. Our kids look like Barney. Our kids look like that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say it's just for, you know, the black kids. You know, it's for every child. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, I mean, we need something. We need to see something tangible. You know what I'm saying? Just like God showed me how I can get $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Off this one book, tangibly. You know? And that's why I'm gonna show kids, hey, you can be and do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be, as long as you make good choices and where you're thinking cap. All things are possible. You feel me? Yeah. All things are possible. So we're gonna play this other little song called Give to Get. Give to Get is a song where I teach kids. Alright, appreciate it. To Give to Get is a song that I created to you know, teach kids about principles. Because all the songs about principles, about you know, listen to your parents, or give to get, or give. You know, if you give something, you get something in return. You know, if you don't give nothing, you don't get. You know, so this song is called "Give to Get."
So give to get.
Yeah, give to get.
Yeah.
There, my bad. It's a serious problem for real.
You gotta give to get.
So we're gonna skip the Give to Get. I don't know why it's not playing Give to Get. But there we go. Wow. There is a serious. I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and skip that and go to
You going straight with the free?
Actually, yeah, you go with the bridge and come back. Now, just in case y'all don't know, it's BamzyBaby over here on the West Bank, you know, in the cutoff and on Trinity Gall, about to go over Bell Chase, you know. Just letting y'all know that, you know, this is a homeboy right here. This is homeboy, and I need my people to support, you know. That's one thing we have to do more. We have to support. What you think about that?
That's definitely we gotta do more.
Yes.
Because as black folks, man, we don't support each other. It's hard.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why it's so hard. For us, it's like even like say selling something, man. You could be selling the book for $1 in the hood. Nobody will buy it.
On the discount.
As soon as the celebrity get it,
yeah.
the same book you gonna sell for $10.
Yes.
You know, why, man? Like, you know, it shouldn't be that way with us. But you know, that's something we gotta break.
And you know, every race, it's like I had this conversation this other day, right? How we talking about different races of people and their thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying how like these other races of people they collaborate. Meaning when they collaborate, they live together.
Live together, yeah.
They share cars together. They build together, right?
Together,
you know, share the clothes. That's something they do, right? And versus us, African Americans, we're not all of us like that. You know, a lot of us like, you know, this me, my, whatever, right?
Worst part about it is most of us are not like that.
Right.
So if the majority was like that, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
But the majority is me, I, us. You know, my family, not them.
But see, I kind of understand, you know, where the root of it came from, right? Because I had put my think cap on and I thought about this. I said, you know what? All these other races of people, when they came here willingly. They came here, you know, on a purpose, on a mission. To escape their country, whatever they was going through back, what they were going through. They came on a boat in a U-Haul.
Right.
They came here on a, you know what I'm saying, on a log. They came here on a purpose because guess what? They wanted a piece of the American pie. They wanted this dream. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because whatever they was going through, they came here for that. African Americans, us, I mean, you know, like Africans, we ain't came here willingly. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to come here.
So it's different.
It's different. So they had passion. They had the passion to make it, and they know they got to struggle. They know they got to sacrifice. They know they got to do all these things to make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they know that's what they have to do. So they understand that concept. You know, they came here with that. Okay, we're gonna make it by any means necessary.
Right.
But we was like, you know, we ain't gonna come here.
That same attitude kind of inherit all the way down. Like we don't get it, but it kind of is.
Yeah. We yeah. So we don't have the same desire and the passion and drive like they had. You know,
especially when you've seen other people then gain so much.
Right.
Like,
right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. And that's my theory. You know, that's my theory because I feel like, wow, you know, we have to we have to wake up, man. We have to wake up and recognize and realize, like, hey, you know, we all worth something, you know, and whatever we want, whatever we desire, you know, we could get. You know, we just got to work hard towards it, just like everybody else can work hard to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, we don't want to work hard. You know, you feel me? They don't want to work hard. They want to just get. You know,
especially this new generation.
Yeah, they just want to get. They don't want to work hard. So,
yeah, they don't want to think.
Nah, they don't want to think. You know, if they do think, they think about the wrong thing. You know.
Quick question before we end this here. So, what type of negative comments, feedback you got? You got anybody saying?
Man, I promise you, you know what? I thought about that. I said, wow, you know, and this, like, a couple of years ago, I thought about that. I'm like, well, I haven't had nobody to say anything bad about it. You know what I'm saying? And
everybody don't support everything.
Right.
Even
and today, I ain't have nobody never say anything bad about it. The only thing they say, oh, I like what you're doing, but I don't have the money right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And I ain't gonna say that's bad, but it's the fact that, you know, because how can you say anything bad about this? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why I'm asking. Like,
how can you say anything bad about it? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, these days, man, people find out.
Right.
Any kind of something to say.
Right. And that's why, man, I tell you one thing for sure, man. Like with me, my life, I changed my whole life to do with God's work. I changed my whole entire life, you know. And people that know me, you know, back before BamzyBaby, they know I'm a totally different person than I am now. Not to say I was a bad person, you know, but I changed my whole entire life. My whole, you know, everything about me have changed because now I'm using God's, you know, his whatever He put in me to do His work. So everything about me has changed, man. And so nobody can say I'm a hypocrite. Nobody can say, oh, Bamzy, I see him in the club. Or I see him getting drunk. I see him out there hanging, in the club. You know, they can say that. You know,
right.
You know. So from day one, I deleted all that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they say, whatever they make up, that's on them. But guess what? I know my focus on doing what he want me to do.
So
you know what I'm saying?
You stand you stand behind the character behind the BamzyBaby.
Yes, absolutely. I live for this. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I'm the first advocate about BamzyBaby. That BamzyBaby actually saved my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
By saying that, because by me wearing the BamzyBaby shirt, the thinking caps, you know, making good choices and preaching that it's so in me. It got in me to the point like that's what I put out now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I have all this positive energy, you know, that's in me, you know, from this whole BamzyBaby movement.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm able to deliver it to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is in me. This not no fake. This not me being, you know, like y'all kids, y'all do this shit. Then I'm out here doing, you know what I'm saying?
Something different.
Nah. So like I'm saying, I'm a big This is authentic, man. This is real all the way around the board. You know, even the characters. Each character I have is a real live people. You feel me?
Right.
Everything about it is authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta like life. You gotta go through things to understand it and to get that experience. Because
absolutely,
if you never experience these things, these downfalls and whatever, it's hard to talk about it. You know. Yeah. Like you see from both sides.
Absolutely. So you know, like I'm saying, I'm the you know, I'm like I said, I never heard nobody say anything bad. They did say I ain't hear about it, you know.
Yeah.
But for one thing for sure, though, no matter what they say, you know what I'm saying. You know, they can't stop, won't stop.
You know, there's people out there.
Yeah. Can't stop, won't stop.
But you say something bad about the kids, like come on, that goes show your character.
Yeah.
Somebody who's trying to help kids.
Yeah. Not just that, even our performances, man. We don't have no ghetto performances. We don't have no, when I say ghetto, not no, you know, degrading performances where they popping and they twerking and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people might have mascots and they mascot be twerking and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm promoting positivity, you know.
All the way around.
All around the board, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at my stuff like Disney,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that it represents you. So when people see this BamzyBaby, they automatically think of you. So you don't want to associate your brand with something that you know that can hurt you in the long run.
Right.
You know?
Right. You know, even all the characters, man. You want to see any one of the characters, they know. Okay, this is about BamzyBaby. You know, this is all about thinking caps. This is all about making good choices. Think before you be smart. You know, think before you act. That's what it's all about. So whenever you see anything dealing with BamzyBaby production, they know automatically. Oh, this is about thinking. You know, this is positive. This is positive music.
Oh man, before we end this, man, anything else you want to say, man?
Man, I say one thing for I just enjoy this whole opportunity to vent, you know what I'm saying, to express myself, to get this out, you know what I'm saying, because I love, you know, I love having opportunity to do God's work, man. So you know, like, you know, and by what you're doing, I want to say once again, I want to thank you, man, for what you do, because you're giving people platforms to express themselves and, you know, and share what they do to the community, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, organizations like you, businesses like you, man, we need that. So I want to thank you on top.
Yours more important than mine. I'm just riding around the car talking.
But guess what though? I mean, guess
you
what?
You saving people.
But guess what though? Hey, but pick this out. Put your thing cap on. Like, I could be doing this, right? But guess what? Nobody could hear nothing about this. By you giving me this platform, now your audience be able to see this. You know what I'm saying? I may be helping them out. You know what I'm saying? Saving them. Because of you.
That's the whole purpose of it.
That's how it works. That's a collaboration, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't all about me. Like I say, it's a collaboration, you know? So I want to invite everybody, man. Everybody.
December 7th, right?
December 7th at the Lion Center off of Chappatulas in Louisiana. Yes. So y'all come out, man. The family come out. We're gonna have a whole lot of giveaways. A whole lot of fun. You know, kids are gonna leave with their vision board. Kids are gonna leave with a lot of toys, just a lot of information. A lot of resources gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So kids gonna know about, you know, different programs, if whatever your kid is dealing with. I don't care if it's dealing with tutoring, they might need some social worker or anything, whatever the case may be. Come there and you're gonna get some kind of resources about that. You know what I'm saying? It can help you out.
And what people reach out on online, social medias? Yeah,
of course, Facebook. Facebook is BamzyBaby Productions, and Instagram is BamzyBaby, Twitter is BamzyBaby, YouTube is BamzyBaby Production, BamzyBaby Live. You know, there's two of them, BamzyBaby Live, BamzyBaby Production. So y'all check BamzyBaby out, man, and help us continue to do what we do in the community with these kids, you know. And if you don't know about BamzyBaby, ask somebody about BamzyBaby. They're gonna tell you about it, because we are ready, set, go, man, to do God's work.
Heard that. Symbol 7, we want to see you at the Lion Center, right? Bring the kids. Bring the kids. Can get a vision board.
Come get a thinking cap too. Everybody get a thinking cap. Everybody come through the door get a thinking cap.
Thinking caps on me. Everybody thinking cap. All right, man.
Yes.
It's good, man. Appreciate it. Once again, man.
On top,
Thank
man.
you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, smart, be smart, man.
Yes, sir.